Welcome, everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm the president of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a lender that operates quite a bit differently than other lenders out there. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining us, where we can go over a little bit of an overview of how this all works. Once I go over that, we'll pass it over to Kyle Hershey, our COO. He'll actually show some of the back end of the software and how that all works. And then we'll end it with Jose Gonzalez, our CSO with 29 years of experience, putting this all together in the traditional sense. So let me take over the screen share here. And we'll all quickly review this page. Hopefully most of you have checked this page out before. But let me explain a little bit more about what we mean. You drop off, you can go ahead and check the video out here. And hopefully most of you have checked out the loan officer version as well. So let me talk a little bit more from the angle of the branch manager. So again, as you've seen in our loan officer presentation, we're all about scaling up with our systems and our proprietary software, which is a POS, CRM, LOS, all built in together, and allows you to instantly scale up your branch, just like it allows our MLOs to instantly scale up their individual businesses. And of course, we're all about leads as well. So from the branch end, let's talk a little bit more first about our lending model. So we are approved as correspondent and broker with over 135 partners, investors, and lenders. What that means for you and your team, we're always going to have the best rates and pricing. Typically, that's going to be at our 5,000 plus in-house loan programs where we are the lender and we're funding the loan with our own money, drawing our own docs and all that great stuff. And if there's any reason we don't have the loan in-house, we want to make sure we have a wholesale partner we can work with. So that means you and your team will have access to every loan program that exists: conventional, VA, USDA, FHA, non-QM, DSCR. Those are the types of deals we fund in-house typically. And once we start going outside the box, commercial, fix and flip, mixed use, CDFI, SBA, those types of deals, we'll typically partner with a wholesale partner. Want to make sure we have an outlet for every lead that comes in the door, especially for a branch manager here, as you are partnering in all the leads as well. And we make this all happen with our proprietary technology. So we've written every line of code for what you've seen on the MLO version, and of course, what Kyle will show you here as well. And it all starts again with our AI-powered lead generating website with the POS, CRM, LOS all built in together. Again, written for us, by us, for loan officers, by loan officers. And it really comes down to one login for the LOs and you as the branch manager, and one login for your customers, of course, and you can track everything through the system. You can also pull instant rate quotes from our 5,000 plus in-house loan programs, and your team will automatically requote those customers without you having to do anything. That basically allows your customers and your team's customers to apply with just a basic name, email, and phone number. They can pull their own rates, complete their own 1003, pull their own credit, all synced in our system without you having to do anything or your teammates having to do anything. And we do that all with the automatic API integrations with over 50 integrations with all the technology partners you're used to. Talk about this on the MLO platform as well. We have an Encompass-based LOS system, but of course you don't have to log into Encompass. You get all the access through the CRM. Optimal Blue for pricing. Don't have to log into Optimal Blue. Just click the button. You get instant access to everything. 5 AMCs at the click of a button. You've seen that all on the MLO version as well. And you can integrate with our automatic social media posting. So get all your teammates to connect their social media, and you can grow your branch automatically with automatic social media postings. Put their face on there, put your branch on there, and automatically generate new leads every single day from what your team is already doing. And we have our AI built in. So for the LOS system, we have the dual Oz where you can run Fannie and Freddie side by side. Then we have our AI analyze it as well. So again, a quick trick to get your team up and running. And let's talk about the training and support. So of course, you are part of this as well. So we want to make sure you understand. We want to make sure our team always has access to all the tools at all times. So that's typically in our remote-based learning center, our classroom style learning center, open 365, 24/7. And we also do our daily live trainings where we have a library of thousands of different trainings on different loan topics. So we typically do those on our daily live rates where we go through our live rates and then talk about a different loan topic, and hundreds of different loan officer trainings where we go through different loan officer topics, structuring loans, clearing conditions. So thousands of different resources for your team to get at all times and new ones every week. We also have our real-time Zoom support. So all our processors are in Zoom. They can get face-to-face with your team, help them get unstuck during business hours. And our Knowledge Center is programmed with not just all the articles and tips from us, but all of our partners as well. So thousands of articles that you can search with one click to get all the guidance you need to help your team out. And we have our Calvin AI, compliance AI, programmed with all of the federal and state regulations. So great for branch managers. You have compliance questions, definitely something you're concerned about. Go through there, get an instant answer. It'll point you to all the resources. And the final category here, you've probably seen on the loan officers thing, we love to do our DSCR business purpose loans, especially as a branch manager. It allows you to tap into states outside of your footprint, 44 total states, without having to get new licenses. Everybody has access to company leads at a 50-50 split. And of course, you're going to generate leads for your team as well at a 50-50 split, which we'll explain in a moment. And it's all about integrating with our automatic lead generation lead plan. So get your team on lead plans if they need to, or if they're already doing lead plans, they can integrate their leads as well. So again, encourage your team to generate leads at scale, use the system for what it's used for. And your team can click that button, refer a deal to a teammate, whether it's in your branch or other branch, and you guys can all still earn on a deal, 75 basis points, and expand your footprint there. Or maybe they don't know how to do that loan type, they're not experienced, work with your teammates. Maybe it's a spouse loan, they can refer that to their teammates, whatever it is. Click that button, very cool feature, especially as a branch manager, for you to help monetize all your deals. And again, we love to meet everybody face-to-face once per year. So we have our annual retreat here in Miami, VIP yacht party, hotel room, obviously for all the branch managers as well, and a chance to meet everybody face-to-face. And past speakers include people like Kevin O'Leary from the Shark Tank and Marcus Lemonis from The Profit. So great opportunity to network since we're all remote. And let's get into the important part here, the comp plans. So first we'll talk about your comp plan, the branch manager comp plan. So you can earn up to 250 basis points. That's 200 basis points on conventional non-QM. That's percent for those not familiar. And 100 basis points for company leads for conventional non-QM, or 1%. And you're going to be earning 25 basis points overrides on all the loans in your branch as a branch manager for structuring those deals, checking the compliance, making sure that all of the deals are ready to go, and helping disclose those deals for your team. You're going to be earning 75 basis points, again, a 50-50 split, we'll explain in a moment, on your branch leads. So anytime you're feeding your team leads, you're going to be earning an extra 75 basis points. And you can earn 25 basis points on your own volume over $2 million, just like everybody on the team can. So great opportunity to expand your comp. And of course, we talked about this before. You want to make sure you add leads to the system, and you can add those as first to claim to your team. And you can always refer deals to the company for 75 basis points. And again, encourage your team to as well to monetize everything that comes through the door. Unlimited company leads at a 50-50 split. All of your team still gets access to all of our leads that the corporate company provides. Everybody has access to recruiting incentives. And using our platform is $500 a month fee to plug into our system that helps cover all the costs of the CRMs and everything for your teammates. And there are no transaction fees or anything like that. Now for your team, they're going to be on our regular comp plan here. They're going to earn up to 200 basis points. That's 150 basis points on conventional non-QM. That's 1.5%, you all know. 75 basis points on company leads since it's a simple 50-50 split. So that's 0.75%. Notice the difference between what your teammates get paid in full comp and a company lead is why we can allow you to provide leads for your team and earn that 75 basis points. So a great opportunity for you to provide leads to your team and earn those overrides for those leads. All your team gets to do non-deal and brokered with 135 investors and lenders. Of course, since they're in-house loan officers, we all have access to flexible pricing and price matching. They're going to be assigned a one-on-one mentor, and you, of course, will help them structure their deals as well and get those deals disclosed. And they'll be working with our in-house team, in-house processing, so they can go face-to-face in the Zoom room anytime, meet their processor, get them unstuck. And we also have our AI program, so since the loan conditions are in the system, they will be helping your team close loans every step of the way. Everybody gets a 50 basis point bonus for any volume over 2 million. So again, any top producers there, you can encourage to earn more. And unlimited company leads at a 50-50 split. Everybody gets access to company leads. Hopefully you feed them more as their branch manager as well. So hopefully they get even more. And everybody has recruiting incentives, and there are no monthly fees for your teammates. You're helping cover some of their costs for being their branch manager here. So that's the structure of the branch manager. If you're ready to start, of course, you can click the button, go ahead and check out the comp plan. But let's pass it over to Kyle, who will show how this all works in the back end, especially with a little branch manager twist here for you guys.
All right, thank you. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Just to point out a couple things in the CRM here. Of course, in our system, just like any other CRM, you can create your notes, send your emails, send your text from right here, but you can also click here to have our AI assistant send those for you. You can, of course, set reminders for yourself. You can put people on action plans, drip campaigns. So loan officers using our system can obviously use the CRM to systematically contact and keep in touch with all of their clients. Now, what really starts to set our system apart is our quoting system. So within 2 minutes of getting off the phone with your client, you can input the information in here without pulling credit or anything. You can click one button to pull all of our rates from our different options, select the rates you want to show your client. And again, within 2 minutes of getting off the phone with them, you can send them a nice, beautiful quote that looks like this. So they have the rate choices you gave them. They can scroll over these things to see what they mean, has the proposed loan info here. If you put an address, it's automatically going to pull in the Google map, the property taxes, the Zestimate, and a real insurance quote here as well. If we scroll down, of course, it does the automatic monthly breakdown of taxes, insurance, the lender fees here. And if we scroll down, it has the loan officer here as the loan originator, and they can also attach the realtor partners to this. So whether it's you or your loan officers that work with a lot of realtors, this is absolutely an amazing feature because not only do your realtors know that when they send you a referral, you can quote them within minutes with this cool quoting system, but you can also include the realtor on it, keep them updated, and say, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. So your realtor partners absolutely love this. They're going to want to send you referrals over somebody who is not doing this and including them on these cool quotes and all that kind of good stuff. Now, the best part about this is your client can then just click start my loan application. And what happens is that takes them right to their borrower portal, which looks like this, where they can start their 1003 without having to leave the page, upload the documents we're going to need. They can see their loan info here. They can see the milestone, which updates automatically as the loan officer goes through the milestones here. So the client has everything that they need here in their login. Now, let me show you what it looks like on the loan officer's login side. So notice that this application has been submitted to 100%. And what happens is once they submit their application, we pull credit instantly and automatically, right? So that the client and the loan officer don't have to put in their credit card info and pay for it. We pull the credit instantly and automatically so that once they submit their application, the loan officer comes in here to open the Encompass API. Not only is the 1003 already in here, but the credit is already pulled and imported into here. The liabilities are already imported into here. So everything is here ready for you to originate the loan. Now, I do want to point out the dual laws as Nick was talking about. We do have the dual automated underwriting for Fannie and Freddie at the same time with the click of a button. And then our AI actually analyzes it side by side to let you know what option is going to be best for this specific scenario. Now, once the loan is in underwriting, if we scroll down here, you'll notice that the conditions are right here in this same page. So everything is super simple. Then the processor or loan officer can come in here, upload a document to fulfill the condition or dispute the condition. So everything is here in one system with one login for the loan officer and one login for the client. So now let's talk about where our leads come from in the first place. So as we mentioned earlier, we are more from a marketing background. We don't purchase leads from other third parties. We do all of our own campaigns. So what happens is when one of a client clicks on our ad campaign, they double opt in to be contacted, and a text message is sent to our loan officers in that state that obviously are licensed in that state so that we so that they can click the link, claim the lead, and call them within 1 minute. So if you see the little screenshot here I have of a test account, this is about an hour's worth of text messages on my test account here, and you'll see that getting some regular purchase leads, some general requests, some foreign national leads, some DSCR leads. So all different types of leads coming here into the system all day. So loan officers are going to be receiving these text messages. And again, as a branch manager, if you provide them with leads, they're going to come through just like this, just like the leads that we give them. So all you have to do as a branch manager is push the button to, put leads into the system, and they're all going to go in there automatically. We do all that for you. We route them. We send them via text first to claim so that your branch is getting your leads, and you're going to get that extra 75 basis points when they close one of your leads. And you don't really have to do anything. It's going to happen all automatically. So that's the first and foremost way that we provide loan officers with leads in our system. Now, another way we provide them with leads is in our auto dialer. So we have an auto dialer, just like any other auto dialer. You can call 300, 400 people in a day. If they don't answer, press one button that drops an automated text and email to them and moves on to the next caller. So you can call hundreds of people in a day, dropping those auto messages, but we give the leads here in the dialer for our loan officer. So not only do we have the dialer, but all the leads are in here. So we have thousands of leads in here at all times, real opted in leads, not a bunch of cold calls. These are real leads. And we also have lists like Realtor lists where, loan officers can call 300, 400 realtors in a day to build those relationships. So there's always calls in here to call in the auto dialer. So as a branch manager, one of the things you definitely want to do is, encourage your branch to make calls. So let me just show you a cool feature here. Since we're talking about the calls, as a branch manager, you actually have your member activity page where you can see the calls, text, emails, quotes. You can see everything here for your branch, right? So it's definitely something where you're going to want to encourage your team to take the leads, to make the calls, to hit the auto dialer, and you can see all of the stats here of what all of your teammates at your branch are doing. Now, another way to work leads in our system is that at any time, both loan officers and branch managers can purchase a campaign. So again, what we do here is this means we take our campaign for whatever type of lead that the loan officer requests or branch manager, and we just copy that campaign and we put your budget on it. And so those leads go, to the loan officer if the loan officer purchased them, or as a branch manager, if you purchase them, they will go to your loan officers to get that lead split on it, right? So very simple. We just take your budget, put it on the campaign, that we copy those exact campaigns and audiences that we know work, and we run your budget on it. Now, another way to bring leads here, and then of course, there's no 50-50 split on the back end. If the loan officer purchases the lead, if the branch manager purchases the lead, of course there is, which goes to the branch manager. Now, the other way to work leads here in our system is to import leads from third parties. So maybe the loan officer is already purchasing leads from Zillow, LendingTree. Maybe they want to run their own Facebook ad campaigns, or maybe you as the branch manager want to bring in leads from those other sources. So you can do so here with your webhook. That way they come into our CRM instantly and automatically. So wherever the lead is coming from comes into our system instantly, automatically. You're notified. That way you can call them within the first minute and quote them and do everything like any other lead in our system. So essentially, any way there is to work leads in the system, we have that built in, not only for loan officers, but also for branch managers to be able to distribute those leads to their branch to make that extra income. Now, let me go ahead and turn it over to Jose here. So Jose is our CSO with 29 years of experience as both a loan officer and a realtor. He'll talk about a little bit about the responsibilities that you would be taking on as a branch manager here and kind of how this all comes together. So, and then we'll open it up to questions. So go ahead, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar and joining the Mortgage Calculator as a branch manager. At the Mortgage Calculator, you see we have amazing leads and technology. And what we also pride ourselves in offering is support to the team to make sure that they're able to capitalize on the great leads and technology that we offer, basically help them connect the dots. And that is the branch manager's responsibility as the mentor for his team. You will be meeting with your MLOs to assist them with loan structure when they have loan applications. And you will be meeting with your team also to assist them with the file review for disclosure and disclose their files. Non-delegated files where we are the lender, we disclose those in-house, and that is the mentor's responsibility to disclose those files. And it is also the mentor's responsibility to review the brokered files with his team to make sure that they are ready to be submitted to the lender, because we don't disclose brokered files, ready to be submitted to the lender and have those files disclosed. It is in the structure meetings where a lot of the magic happens. It is in the structure meetings where you're going to ensure that the team succeeds, right? There's no benefit in having them get the leads if they are lost trying to put the deal together. And that is where the branch manager is an invaluable member of the process, making sure that you provide the structure assistance as soon as possible after the loan application is received, and then follow up with your team member to make sure that the file is ready to disclose by the time the disclosure date is due. So the tools are awesome at the Mortgage Calculator, with the Knowledge Center assisting you to complete all your tasks, and with the technology, what you just have to do is just be on top of it, help your team structure their loans and help them disclose their loans, and then follow up through the process to make sure that there are no issues on the way to a happy closing. So looking forward to having you all on board as branch managers and training you in the Mortgage Calculator way. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jose. So let's go ahead and get into the next steps then. I'm going to share my screen here again. Branch manager can go ahead and sign up here. Definitely, you want to check out, if you haven't yet, check out the version of this presentation that's for loan officers, so you can see exactly how the loan officer side of things works. You can go check that out at themortgagecalculator.com/join, and we'll put the link there in the chat for that as well. So definitely, if this is the first time you're seeing this, I would go back and check out the loan officer one, just so you see exactly how your loan officers will be seeing everything and joining. But the actual branch manager plan here, you can go ahead and sign up. Now, once you sign up, it's going to take you right to sign the compensation agreement. No worries. It's going to email you a copy as well. But once you do sign that initial agreement, that's when we'll reach out with all the next steps. We'll set up a meeting and start to proceed with the branch manager position. So that being said, let's go ahead and open it up to questions.